just you. Go. Just you up. You. Right, two quick jokes, then let's crack on. If I were asked to describe myself in 5 words, I'd say polite, punctual, concise. Some people say that God moves in mysterious ways. I say, no, you're thinking of hovercraft. Right, I want to talk about chillies, the fruit. Is it fruit? I don't know, I should have checked. The food. Not just chillies, obviously, that would be ridiculous. Chillies, pain, chillies again, more pain. An incident that happened once, chillies again, a dinosaur in the bath, and then I'm going to give you a recipe, and then leave. Stage is bigger than... Cheers. The reason I want to talk about chillies is because they've got a chemical in them which is like interesting if you're a biochemist. And I am, so I hope you are, because otherwise this could be a long 10 minutes. But it's got this chemical in it, and it's the one that causes the pain when you eat a chilli. But it's also, we think it can be used to cure pain as well. We think we can use it as a painkiller. I should stress that's still like a theory. We haven't quite ironed out the fine details. So just for now, if you break your leg or something, like hospital, that's my advice. Don't just go jalfrezi. But yeah, so it's got this chemical in. I know what you're thinking. You think, how? I actually do know what you're thinking as well. And it's disgusting. My eyes are up here. But how can a chemical that causes pain also be used to cure pain? And the answer is it's all sort of down to the administration of the how often you give it, where to, how much, for how long. It's essentially all in the delivery. Which passion for impeccable delivery has led me from science at this. So I'm just going to do a little experiment with you to sort of tell you about it. It's not an experiment with you, because I'm not allowed to do that. Not anymore. Not since the incident. Or Black Wednesday, as some of the papers called it. In reality, most of what was left was a kind of purplish colour. So look, I'm not saying that you have to do it. I'm just saying that all the ingredients are there, and if you wanted, you could copy me, but legally, you do not have to do it. Just sort of morally. You do. So like I say, the chilies contain this chemical, which basically it instead of sort of setting off your taste senses, it sets off your pain senses, which is why when you bite into a chili, anyone? When you bite into it, it's not really a flavour, is it? It's more sort of burning sensation. It's more kind of visceral. And it's because it does your pain sensors in. basically. So most people in this situation, maybe not this exact situation, but most people will drink water to get rid of the pain. Yeah, which doesn't help. If anything, it makes it worse. And what it demonstrates is that most people are idiots. Because water doesn't help, and it's because of some chemistry. Like I don't like it any more than you do. But, the shape of the molecule in the chili is like a ball with a sort of a long wiggly tail, and things with long wiggly tails don't dissolve well in water. I don't make the rules. So water doesn't know. If anything, it just sort of spreads it all around and makes it worse. It makes it worse. So what you need, because you can't dissolve things with long tails with water. I think of like oil's got these tails. Or think of, say, a dinosaur in the bath. Doesn't dissolve, does it? Just sort of sits there. So you need something else. You need like something. You need something that can dissolve things with long tails. I'm using milk, not because it has an amusing joke attached. Just because really I have to do something, and it helps. It really, because it's got a lot of fat in, which does dissolve things with the tails. Think of, say, a dinosaur fondue, cheese or chocolate, your choice. Both quite fatty. Fat, of course, not your only option. My final option to take away the taste is. Well, normally I use vodka, but I couldn't actually find any in Newcastle. It's Newcastle, not the city I've been told it was. So my final option, both for this experiment and also just generally, is whiskey. Which, if you are going to do this at home, I recommend vodka. I mean, it says it's blended from the finest Scotch whisky. I'm yet to be convinced. But no, the great thing about finest blended Scotch whisky is that, and you'll know this if you've ever been a student, if you drink enough, you basically stop being able to feel anything. So I promised you a recipe, and I'm a man who delivers on his promises. Weird. So the recipe is a cocktail recipe. I call it the Dinosaur Manhattan. And it's basically, the ingredients are quite simple. It's essentially whiskey and milk. The exact ratio really just depends on what sort of a day you've had. But the important thing isn't so much, oh God, it's better with vodka. So we're all here now. The important thing isn't really the ingredients. It's how you drink it, and you'll see that I've garnished the drink here with the chilli. And there's a knack to it. You see, you eat the chilli. And then you drink the drink. And eventually you forget about the taste, because the drink takes away the pain of the chilli. And then the chilli takes away the pain of the hangover. And the drink and the chilli, and you sort of, so far it's been 4 days. So I'll be serving them in the foyer if anyone wants one. Good night.